Football Queensland's coverage of Football Queensland scene, NPL, NPLW and FQPL sees IFCA, Australia's only national football-specific coaching conference, 25th and 26th of May on the Gold Coast. Get your delegate pass today at ifcca.com.au. Play football. Join the team today. Visit playfootball.com.au to find your nearest club. Football Foundation, making football more accessible for every income, every gender, every ability, every background, every Indigenous Queenslander. Donate today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Underwood Park for this round 10 fixture between the Rochedale Rovers and the Capalaba Bulldogs. My name is Jared Neck, and with me tonight is Jake Shorter. Welcome, Jake.
Thanks, Jared. Good to be here. Excited for a game between two top clubs, second and third on the table.
Thanks, Jake. The team sheets for tonight for Rochedale. In goals is Tom Carroll. And we'll just have a minute's silence for the passing of Rochedale Life member Ron Haynes. And that minute's silence for Rochedale Life member Ron Haynes, who recently passed away. My condolences with his friends and family. The team sheets for tonight for Rochedale in goals is Tom Carroll. Number 3, Jason Tobin. Number 4, John McCain. Number 5, Joseph Field. Number 6, Scott Sargent. Number 7, Gregory Cheshire. Number 11, Graham Fife. Number 13, Omri Sailole. Number 14, Todd Norris. Number 15, Reece Bregan, who's fresh off those 2 goals last weekend. Number 12, Liam MacArthur. On the bench is number 2, Phil Davis. Number 9, Benjamin Njai. Number 10, Danny Byrne. Number 20, Ryan Stenhouse. And number 21, Caleb Muir. For the away side, Capalaba, it is the goalkeeper, Curtis Goodwin. Number 5, Liam O'Brien. Number 6, Reece Lambert. Number 8, Connor Booth. Number 9, Josh Sherwood. Number 10, Ryo Ono. Number 14, Stuart Edgar. Number 15, Liam Fisher. Number 17, Ryan Cockell. Number 18, Christian Carboni. Number 20, Nick Robinson. Number 21, Curtis Goodwin. Number 1, reserve goalkeeper, James Edgar. Number 13, Nathan Yoon. Number 19, Jake Sherwood. And we are underway here at Underwood Park. It is Rochedale in their home yellow strip and Capalaba in their blue kit. It is Stewie Edgar on the ball. Chance here for Capalaba early on. Here is Ryo Ono, who of course was announced in the team of the season so far after the 9 rounds of the FQPL. It'd be a free kick to the home side. And Jake, we should have a fascinating game here tonight.
We should, yeah. And these two teams, we should mention, played just this time last week in round 9 over at Capalaba. And Rochedale got the edge there with a 3-2 win. So maybe a bit of a psychological advantage going into this one.
Yeah, definitely, Jake. Was that John McCain penalty, and as I mentioned earlier, the double to Reece Bregan on his starting debut last weekend for the club, came on and scored those 2 goals. Lambert for Rochedale, gets the ball back. Looking for Sherwood, finding Sherwood. He's got Rio Ono. Instead it goes to O'Brien, and there's Stewie Edgar, unable to thread the ball through, and Scott Sargent has played the Rochedale attacking midfielder Omri Solale, and that will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Reece Lambert in the middle of the park again. Ryan Cockell comes into the side tonight, plays it out to O'Brien. Lambert looking for the run of Edgar, but unable to get past Joseph Field there, the Rochedale defender.
This will be a game, Jared, I think, where it'll be one in the midfield. Rochedale have, you mentioned the team of the season so far after 9 rounds. Rochedale have got 2 of their midfielders in that team, Graham Fife and Omri Sayaleli. So they'll be looking to control the midfield and the pace of the game.
Here is O'Brien, looking for Sherwood. McCain plays it, and eventually Rochedale can get it clear. Early touch there for Curtis Goodwin, and he just boots it out of the stadium.
Up into the stands.
Todd Norris with the throw in. Sargent there looking for Bregan. Trying to get a ball across, intercepted momentarily by Booth, and he just puts the ball out. So Rochedale looking to create a bit of early pressure here for the Capalaba defence. Will be Todd Norris to take the throw in again. Here is Sargent. Looking for Solele, gets a header to it, but unable to direct that goal bound. Here is Ono, plays it to Lambert. And now the Bulldogs can just settle, Jake.
There's a good ball into the back post there. It's just that little bit too high. Couldn't quite get it on target.
And that's comfortable for Tommy Carroll there in goals. Norris wins out, plays it to John McCain. Sargent's been everywhere early on. Fife looking for Cheshire, and he's been fouled on the edge of the area there, so it will be a free kick in a dangerous position for Rochedale. Might be one for Graham Fife to hit, you feel.
Looks like Johnny McCain there grabbing the ball. Looks like he'll be lining it up.
Fresh off his goal last weekend, his first goal of the season for Rochedale. 2 in 2 weeks, Johnny McCain would be loving that. Looks like he will take this.
Ryan Stenhouse on the bench tonight starting. He'll be looking at this and wishing he was right there, right in his range.
Goodwin just wanting to get his wall correct. Here is McCain, who has a free kick, but that's comfortably over the bar. No danger there. 2 Goodwin in goals.
Nice early chance.
McCain scored that goal last week, then was substituted in the 46th minute. He hasn't played a full game so far this season for Rochedale, so looking to make his presence count in the first half. Ball played back to Goodwin, who's been so sure at the back this season for Capalaba, but he's given that ball away to Norris. And he's got Bregan down the wing. And eventually Christian Carboni puts the ball out. So Norris will come forward again to take the throw in. It's all Rochedale in these early stages. Back to Norris. Looking for Fife in the middle. That's picked out, and Edgar just plays the simple ball back. I want to turn this over.
A lot of high pressure from Rochedale at the moment. They're obviously a bit of a game plan there, making sure they don't have time to settle on the ball.
O'Brien had Ono down the left. He opted to go in the centre, but it was picked out by the Rochedale midfielders. Here's Connor Booth. Stewie Edgar just dropping a little bit into more of a number 10 position momentarily, though. Here's Carboni. Still going with the ball, Carboni. Lambert unable to get through there. Tobin's given the ball away, though. Carboni plays it out to O'Brien. He's got Ono, plays him this time. What can Ryo Ono do here? Plays it back to Cockell. He's looking for Stewie Edgar. Takes it down first time and then unable to get that past the Rochedale defence. And what can Solelli? He's given away the free kick. And Booth takes it quickly. Capalaba just looking to get on the ball a bit more. Stewie Edgar unable to get the touch there. The ball from Carboni was a terrific ball over the top. It fooled the Rochedale defenders, but Edgar unable to just get that vital touch. McCain wins that ball for Rochedale. Norris plays it back to his number 1 in, Tommy Carroll.
Fair to say, I think we should expect some goals tonight, Jared. Looking back at the season for both of these teams, Rochedale have been yet to keep or be kept for a clean sheet. And Capalaba, I think the only game they haven't scored this season in the league was their very first one.
Yeah, and we've got 2 high-quality strikers out here tonight in Stewie Edgar, who, of course, has 10 goals for the season and is the leading goal scorer so far. And then we've got Benjamin Njai, who is on 6 goals, albeit he is on the bench tonight. You feel you're exactly right there, Jake, that this is going to be a high-scoring game. Here's Cheshire looking for Bregan. Speaking of high-scoring, those 2 goals last weekend. And he's cemented his spot in the starting 11. Turn this over here. They'll have Rochedale. Ono plays it to Booth. Gets it back to Ono. Here's Sherwood on the ball for Capalaba. Big chance here, and he's put it just wide of the goal. Huge chance there for Josh Sherwood.
Beautiful ball through the middle there to Josh Sherwood. He'll be disappointed, though, with that finish, but yeah, early chance for Capalaba against the run of play, potentially.
It was almost something from nothing. They haven't had a great deal of chances, but they're just starting to settle now, are the Bulldogs. And that was a golden chance to go 1-0 up here inside 10 minutes as well. Carroll will clear this for Rochedale. McCain plays a ball forward looking for Cheshire, just had a little bit too much on it. And in the end, Goodwin is comfortable in possession there, and here is Carboni. will play forward to Sherwood. Edgar might be able to get on to the end of this. He has done so. Here's Stewie Edgar into the box for Capalaba. It's cut back, and there's the shot. And the goal from Ryan Cockell. The early goal for the Capalaba Bulldogs here. They were pressing earlier on there with the shot from, I think that was number 10, Ryo Ono. And eventually their pressure has made count here. Stewie Edgar with the shot, and eventually it's gone in from Ryan Cockell.
Not much Tommy Carroll could do about that one, right in front, just in front of the penalty spot there. Couldn't do much but hit the target, I think. Although, underside of the crossbar, he did his best to miss it, didn't he? Great finish, though.
Now Rochedale looking to counter back. Ball played across from Bregan to Cheshire. He's put it just wide. This is helter-skelter stuff early on. End-to-end football.
Goal to Capalaba, number 9, Josh Sherwood. Capalaba 1, Rochedale 0.
Great opportunity there to pull it back within the minute. Would have definitely... that first goal is obviously going to open the game up, as we've seen already.
Chances galore in the opening 10 minutes here at Underwood Park. And Jake, I think he was spot on with that comment earlier on that this game is going to have some goals in it. Robinson plays it to Cockell, the scorer. Plays it back to, here is Sherwood. Into the box. What can he do here in the end? Tommy Carroll has comfortably collected that.
Looking back at some of the head-to-head stats between these clubs, Capalaba will be looking to get their first win over Rochedale since early 2016, which would have been back in the Brisbane Premier League days. Last 10 games between these two clubs, Capalaba's only won the 2, Rochedale 5 and 3 draws. So they came close last year. There was a 4-all draw between these two. Capalaba were 3-0 up at half-time, and Rochedale ended up pulling it back to a draw with an 89th and then a 94th minute goal. So a lot of history between these two.
Norris initially lost out, but eventually MacArthur was there to rectify any chance of Ryo Ono getting forward for the Bulldogs. Being played at a frantic pace early on and just starting to maybe calm down for a minute or so. Carboni's played it out wide there for Capalaba. Here is Sherwood. Got Booth there if he wants him. Decides against that. Plays it instead to Lambert.
So 1-0 to Capalaba. We should mention on offer tonight potentially was the top of the table if other games go their way. Logan Lightning currently on top of the FQPL ladder. They are currently playing Wynnum Wolves in a slightly earlier game. 5-0 up there though, so they will stay top of the table by the looks of things. A win here though from Capalaba will separate them a little further from Rochedale and solidify that second spot.
Should mention IFCA as well, which is next week, Australia's only national football specific coaching conference. Next week, the 25th and 26th of May on the Gold Coast. Get your delegate pass today at IFCA, that's ifcca.com.au.
Very patient build-up here at the moment from Rochedale, taking their time.
Carboni, in the end, he just has to clear that ball out because the pressure was too much from the Rochedale Rovers, sorry. Here's Solelli. Heavily marked out there on the left wing. Here's Cockell. Plays it to Ono. Ono to Sherwood. Got Edgar out wide. Plays him. Here is Stewie Edgar. Plays it across back to Ono. His touch is initially a bit heavy, but there's Sherwood with the shot. Great save from Tommy Carroll. Still chance here, though, for Capalaba. O'Brien on the ball. Cockell just plays it forward, looking for Sherwood, but there will be an offside flag there against Josh Sherwood, the number 9.
Another great opportunity there for Capalaba. Another shot right in front, a little bit further out, but Tommy Carroll equal to it.
Tommy Carroll is the only player in the Rochedale outfit to play every game so far this season. Here's Cheshire, but that is comfortable for Tommy Carroll's opposite number, Curtis Goodwin, in goal for Capalaba. He's had an outstanding season, as I mentioned earlier, and he's made a spot on the team of the season after the 9 rounds, albeit he is a substitute behind Denver Crickmore, who's also been in fine form for the Sunny Coast Wanderers. Ono unable to make any chance of that. Here's Todd Norris. He's got a paddock to work into if he wants to. He's got Solelli out wide. In fact, it is Graham Fife. Bring this down and try and get a ball into the box. He's done so, but no one was there for Rochedale. Still
did well to get that back, and it was a really great ball. If only there was somebody on the top of the box.
Still is end-to-end stuff here. This game has not settled yet. Here's Ono. Looking for the 1-2 with Sherwood, but Sherwood's turned that ball over and Sargent gets in. Here's Lambert, right in the middle of the park for the Bulldogs. Edgar dropping short again, trying to turn Joseph Field there, unable to do so. Robinson gets to that ball so that there is no chance there for the Rochedale number 7, Greg Cheshire.
Capalaba with a lot of possession at the moment. They're sitting at about 64% so far this game. They've obviously got that goal, and yeah, they've been very patient build-up, as I think I said the same thing about Rochedale not long ago.
Booth or O'Brien. O'Brien plays it to Booth. Booth's got Stewie Edgar. It's in the back of the net. It's 2 for Capalaba, and it's another goal to Stewie Edgar. It's 11 for the season. And they are 2-0 up here inside 20 minutes.
Had all the time in the world there to compose himself. Tommy Carroll will be a bit disappointed. He got a touch on it, but slipped underneath him. Really great work and build-up from Capalaba there. 2-0 to the Bulldogs.
Number 14, Stewie Edgar. Capalaba 2, Rochedale 0.
The power of Stewie Edgar's shot was just too much for Tommy Carroll to deal with. And they're pressing again. The Bulldogs, and Carroll just boots it out right to the halfway line. This is a terrific start from the Bulldogs. They would have wanted to have a good start tonight after they did go down to the Rovers last weekend, of course, because they know how much a loss again would have hurt them.
It's a reverse of the score from last week so far. 2-0 at half-time to Rochedale in that game.
That's a good pick-up, Jake, and if last week's game was anything to go by, I think we might have a few more in store tonight. Rochedale just looking to settle on the ball now. You're thinking maybe just get a bit more possession.
As we mentioned a little earlier, Rochedale have not had a game where they haven't scored a goal in the league yet this year.
Here's Edgar. Out wide for Capalaba. Plays it to his fellow goal scorer, Cockell. Gets it to Booth, who was quite impressive when he got into the box there. He almost momentarily slipped and lost his footing, Connor Booth, and was able to regather his composure, play it to Stewie Edgar, and, well, he knew what he can do from there.
You have to say, Jared, that Capalaba have been very impressive this season, probably doing a lot better so far anyway, halfway through the season, than most would have predicted leading into the first round of games. Finished last year, I think it was in 8th, Rochedale as well, 6th, so both missed the finals, and disappointing for them. But yeah, Capalaba up until last week, top of the table, and obviously that loss against Rochedale dropped them below Logan Lightning. A win here tonight though, and they'll be right back up there.
Yeah, they did lose their first 2 fixtures, did Capalaba, but they bounced back with 6 in a row, and that was put to a halt last weekend to Rochedale, but they're looking to get back into winning ways tonight. Here's Bregan. Terrific tackle there by Carbone, and in the end it's a goal kick to the Bulldogs.
Take the opportunity, Jared, just to mention the TPO rankings for each of these clubs. Something that I'm part of, and we pull together, think of it as the FIFA World Rankings, but for Australian football clubs, over 370 odd teams in there. Rochedale currently ranked 111th in the country leading into this game, and Capalaba 151st. So their great season so far has seen them jump up, but they're still playing a bit of catch up there.
Booth looking for, oh no, Norris just trying to get there first, and he's done so, and he's had to put that ball out under the pressure from Ryo Ono. Here's Sherwood. Plays it back to his centre-back partner in Robinson. Sherwood's got Cockell, he's wanting it. Instead plays it a bit further afield to Edgar, but unable to find him. And the referee has given a free kick to Rochedale, much to the disgust of some of the Capalaba players, mainly Jake Sherwood.
Bit of an update from some of the games around around Brisbane FQPL. We've got that game that we mentioned before. Logan have now taken it to a 7-0 lead over Wolves with about 20 to go. Southside Eagles 4-2 up over Holland Park late in the second half.
Just break away from that momentarily. Norris trying to pick out Cheshire in the middle. Man there, Sherwood. Clears that away momentarily. Sargent and Lambert both in hard there. Terrific challenge from both players. Cockell looking for Ono down this left wing, but a bit too much on the end of that from Ryan Cockell.
There's other couple of results. Mitchelton are currently 4-1 up over South United, 20 minutes to go, and Sunny Coast Wanderers 1-0 up over Ipswich Knights early in the second half.
Norris looking for Cheshire. Sargent doesn't have enough pace though there to get on the end of that ball that was a little bit too heavy from Greg Cheshire. So it will be a throw into Capalaba deep in their own half. Norris has given that ball away cheaply to Booth. Capalaba might look to counter, as they've done so brilliantly in these opening exchanges. scoring 2 of those goals. And don't forget to follow Football Queensland on Instagram and Facebook for the latest football news and events across the state. You can find us at Football QLD.
Having a hard time getting a bit of a read on this game. It seems to go from very frenetic and fast-paced and quickly changes back.
McCain, that's a terrific ball, picks out Norris. Norris momentarily around Goodwin, looking for the cut back to Cheshire, but unable to pick him out, and Capalaba looking to counter again here. Terrific ball from John McCain. He hasn't been involved in this game a lot so far, but that was a gorgeous ball looking for Todd Norris.
Scott Sargent's done very well in the middle there to win that free kick. Just got his body in front. Here's
McCain on it again, plays it to Fife. Norris with that chance just before, and he's got into the box. He's done brilliantly, Todd Norris. Still going, Todd Norris, and what a goal that is. How about that? A moment of brilliance from Todd Norris, beating 3 defenders and eventually nutmegging the Capalaba shot stopper, Curtis Goodwin. And it's 2-1 here. What a first half this is.
Amazing run there through the defence. They'll be disappointed, but geez, he did well, didn't he? Quality finish. Not much the keeper can do about those sort of ones. If I've learned anything from watching Bozza on the TV, those ones between the legs are the hardest to stop.
He didn't play in this fixture last week, Todd Norris, so I'm sure he was keen to get out there after a week off, and he has done ever so well with that run. And there's a pretty firm challenge there coming in from, looks like it was Omri Soleli. Can't see who the player is that's gone down at the minute, but he does appear to be in some discomfort. Looks like it might have been Christian Carboni out on that far right fullback position, but he's back to his feet now, and Capalaba back attacking again. Booth looking for Sherwood, but in the end put out by Liam MacArthur. Capalaba with the throw in, looking to bounce back from that goal from Todd Norris. Here's Edgar. Plays it to Carboni. Gets it to Cockell. The pressure's really lifted from Rochedale since getting that opening goal for them. Here's Booth. Cockell plays it to Stewie Edgar. It's a brilliant turn momentarily. Gets the left foot shot away. Blocked though. Still a chance for Capalaba. Sherwood. Plays it back to Booth. To Ono. Back out to O'Brien. Back to Booth, who has been everywhere in these opening exchanges. Robinson looking for Edgar. Unable to find him though. Still Capalaba have the ball. Here's Ono. Out very wide here. Ryo Ono, but that should be comfortable and is for Tommy Carroll.
A lot of pressure from Capalaba here, and Rochedale with the early release from Tommy Carroll looking to counter-attack. It's been pulled down though there. Free kick in their own half.
Challenge from Stewie Edgar on Soleli. Free kick to Rochedale. Fife takes it quickly.
Stats right down the middle so far. Dangerous attacks, 8 Rochedale, 10 Capalaba. Shots on target, 3 and 2. attacks 20 and 22, so just what we expected.
Bregan unable to get past O'Brien. Here's Tobin. Cheshire momentarily got around Robinson. He thought he was impeded, but the referee hasn't given anything there. Still might be a chance for Rochedale, but referee has given a throw in, so.
It's a great tackle out on the wing there, and he's won the throw in.
So Lele plays it back to Tobin. Here's MacArthur. He's got Norris on if he wants him. Plays it to him, but he's immediately under the pressure of Ryo Ono. Field looking for Fife. Fife's touch was a bit heavy, and he went in for a pretty firm challenge there on Stewie Edgar. And eventually, ball makes its way back to the Rovers number 1. McCain just dropping a little bit deeper momentarily to get on the ball for the Rovers.
After that very frantic opening, probably 20 minutes, both sides have really kind of eased back in, sitting a little bit deeper. Happy to let the other team, each other, have possession in their own half.
Sherwood just safely plays that ball out. Throw in here, which Todd Norris will take again for the Rovers. Sargent gets the 1-2 from Bregan. Back to McCain. So Lele was wanting that ball. It never came though. And Capalaba looking to break again through Ono.
Taking the wrong option there, I think.
And Carbone's one out here. Christian Carbone streaming forward, and they've got numbers, and in the end he's been brought down by Joseph Field on the edge of the area. So it will be a free kick in a very dangerous position for the Bulldogs.
Might be lucky to get away without a yellow there. Got an attacking opportunity broken up.
Couple of the Capalaba players were remonstrating with the referee that should have been in fact a yellow card, and he might count himself quite lucky there, Joseph Field. Looks like it's Ryan Cockell standing over this with Christian Carbone. In the end, it is Cockell who takes it. It's a diving save from Tommy Carroll. Got down nicely there, did the Rochedale goalkeeper. And that will be a free kick to Capalaba, so still Rochedale unable to get out of their own half. Might be Cockell who'll go across again to deliver a ball in, this time instead of having a shot, and look for the presence of Sherwood and Robinson, the two centre-backs who've made their way down from defence. And of course, the presence of the league's leading goal scorer, Stewie Edgar. Here is Cockell. Delivers a ball in, but Field comfortably headers that away. So it will be a corner here for Capalaba.
All 11 Rochedale players in their own penalty area at the moment as well. 10 minutes till half time. Last thing they would want at this stage is another, or to concede another goal, go 3-1 down.
After they've worked so hard to get back into this game, have the Rovers. Here's Connor Booth. Delivers a corner in, looking for Cockell, but his touch is a little too heavy there, and Field plays it to Fife. Sargent then plays it back to Fife, and he's got Cheshire streaming forward if he can pick him out. It's a terrific ball, just Curtis Goodwin was wary of it. That would have been a sensational ball if he could have picked out Cheshire streaming forward.
Put on the afterburners, he has a bit of pace for sure.
Sherwood to Sherwood. Lambert's just dropped in momentarily. Out to Carboni. Here's Connor Booth, who, as I said, I think he's had a sensational first half. He's been in everything, Connor Booth, and also got that assist. But it is Solelli on the ball. There is a Rochedale player down. Not sure if it is John McCain or not. I think it is John McCain, you know. He looks a little bit worse for wear after coming off second best to that challenge. But he is getting to his feet now and looks like he will be okay. And just another reminder that IFCA is just 1 week away now. Limited tickets remaining. Visit ifca.com.au, that is ifcca.com.au, to secure your pass today.
A little chance there for both teams to have a little bit of water, a bit of a breather. John McCain's up and about though, so all looks ready to go.
I think they'll be needing a breather because this game has it's probably just started to slow down the last couple of minutes, but it has been very high intensity in this first half, and momentarily a little bit of a lull. I'm sure both players can't wait till half time. Sherwood looking to pick out Sherwood. Still got possession of the ball, do the Bulldogs. Robinson plays it out to Carboni. Ono is calling for it. If Cockell can find him, he was looking for him, but Todd Norris has been there, and he's also had a terrific first half. And streaming forward here, looking to pick out Bregan, and of course that's the commentator's curse. As soon as I say that, he puts the ball straight out, does Todd Norris.
Just overdid it there a little bit, but they're still in a dangerous position if they can keep Capalaba down in their own corner. They're all squeezing in, so that's exactly what they'll try and do.
O'Brien clears it upfield, but that is only as far as MacArthur, who plays it to Field. Field looking for McCain, who's gone forward. John McCain has put it into the trees behind the goal, unfortunately, there for Rochedale. It would have been a special hit if he'd got a hold of that and put it past Goodwin, but unable to direct that one on target.
Put his foot through it, hasn't he? Dare I say it, a little reminiscent of Timmy Cahill, albeit a left-footed goal in the World Cup that against the Dutch 2014. A little bit closer, maybe.
Certainly got a taste for those goals, does the ex-Socceroo, John McCain.
Got to wonder how he found himself that high up.
MacArthur. It's a brilliant touch from Cheshire, and Sherwood has fouled Bregan right down in front of us, and it will be a free kick for the Rovers. And Todd Norris just plays a quick one instead of delivering a ball into the box. Tobin's got Field out wide. Eventually he uses him, but Field had sort of given up on Tobin playing the ball to him, and in the end he was caught flat-footed, and the ball has gone out for a Bulldogs throw-in.
4 plus stoppage to go in this first half. 2-1 to Capalaba. Rochedale will be desperate to get that equaliser before they hit the sheds.
Sherwood switches it out to Robinson. Carboni's momentarily changed positions with Ono, who now finds himself out on the right wing instead of the left wing. Just trying something before half time are the Bulldogs. Lambert back to Robinson. Cockell's got to be smart there, but he's given the ball away to the Rovers. Here's Cheshire, and he's got John McCain streaming forward. Here's McCain looking for the 1-2, back to Cheshire. And in the end, it looks like Jake Sherwood has got in just in time to prevent any chance there for the Rovers.
It's gone for safety there. The keeper might have got there, but corner for Rochedale. Got Troy Gilfeather at home on the Facebook comments saying, "Let's go Rovers." Hoping for that comeback. Keep those comments coming on Facebook and YouTube on the Football Queensland page. We'll give you a shout out.
Fife will deliver this corner in for the Rovers. Can they pull back a goal before half time? Fife looking to pick out McCain, but Edgar's there with the solid header. And Sargent has dived in to get that ball, and he's done ever so well there.
Great ball out wide.
Tobin looking for Solele. Can he keep this in? The heavy touch there from Omri Solele, and it has given the Bulldogs a goal kick.
Pinpoint switch of play there out to Solele. Couldn't quite bring it down though.
And I'll just mention, visit footballqueensland.com.au for all the latest NPL, NPLW, FQPL and community news across the state. Of course, plenty of games going on at the moment and across this weekend, and we should also mention a pretty big game being played tomorrow in Perth as the Glory host Sydney FC at a sellout Optus Stadium, I believe. Cockell looking to pick out Sherwood. Tobin, though, is in smartly. And in the end, he has won his side a free kick there, Jason Tobin.
Are you willing to put a prediction on that A-League Grand Final there, Jared?
Yeah, I think it'll be a draw after 90 minutes, and then I'm going to go Glory to win it on penalties again after they won it on penalties, of course, over the Reds last weekend. I think the Glory fans are finally due a victory and some success, so I'll give it to them for tomorrow. Sherwood plays it out to Edgar. And Sherwood's momentarily stayed up there. Will be a throw in here for the Bulldogs, but Sherwood now gets back to his regulation position at centre back. Can the Bulldogs get a third goal before half time? Edgar out wide to Ono, who's somehow stayed on side. In fact, it looks like that was Carboni, sorry, my apologies.
Into stoppage time now of the first half.
Here's Edgar on the ball, unable to get control of that ball and turn his player Liam McCarthy. So that might almost be that for the first half. A very entertaining first half here at Underwood Park.
end-to-end would be a very good way to describe it. A couple of great goals. A few great goals.
And the referee does blow his whistle for half-time. So it is the Capalaba Bulldogs who lead the Rochedale Rovers 2-1 here at the half-time break. 2 goals from Capalaba to put them 2-0 up, and then eventually Rochedale were able to bounce back and get a goal thanks to that sublime run from Todd Norris. So it will be 2-1 here at half-time.
Why do I play football?
Why do we play football? I play for fitness.
Competition.
Community spirit.
It's healthy and safe.
And fun.
I play for celebrations.
What's your reason? Join our team.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
We've got Yeah the Girls events running across the state from the Gold Coast to as far north as Cairns, and we invite you to come along to give football a go. Whether you've played before or whether it's your first time, we encourage you to come along, have a go, enjoy the experience, and most importantly, have lots of fun. The events are all free of charge. All we require from you is for you to register prior to the event, and that can be done on Football Queensland's website. Yeah the girls. Yeah the girls. Yeah the girls! No. Yeah the girls.
2-1 up here and looking to bounce back from that defeat last weekend over the Rovers. And they'll see if they can go on with this one tonight, the Bulldogs.
It's been a good first half so far, very end-to-end. Periods there where it was very fast and frantic. Towards the end there, both teams decided to sit back a little bit, let each other have it in their own half, and it kind of slowed down. I think we can expect to see a lot of attacking though. Rochedale will obviously be chasing the game, and the on offer for them, if they can pull it back and get something out of this, is second place.
And I will quickly mention the sponsors for Rochedale is Antec and Monkey Tree Brewing Company. And for Capalaba, it is F45 Training and Hog's Breath. Thanks very much to those sponsors for their support. Will be Capalaba and Josh Sherwood who'll get us underway in this second half. For the Bulldogs, this would be a big result if they could go on with this and get the 3 points, but somehow I don't think this game is over yet. There's still plenty more to be played and plenty more goals you feel in this one, Jake.
Definitely. I think both teams with a very good attacking record so far. Both quite strong defensive record too though, which is making it interesting.
Carboni's done brilliantly there. The nutmeg's on field. Booth looking for Edgar in the box. That's one for the highlight reels from Christian Carboni with a little bit of trickery there out on this right wing. Turn the ball over there and Ono streaming forward. McCain gets in ahead of Sherwood and eventually clears it out to Cheshire, whose touch is a bit heavy, and Sherwood intercepts that one and eventually it makes its way back to Robinson. Plays it to Booth. Carboni looking for Stewie Edgar, who has the captain's armband on tonight. So Lele unable to bring that one under control. Carboni gets in. Robinson thought he might play it across goal to Sherwood. In the end, plays it to Booth. Nice holding of the ball here from the Bulldogs, but as I say that, they've given that ball away. Bregan running through the middle. Not enough in that challenge for the referee to give a foul. Sherwood's got Ono streaming forward, and Ono's got O'Brien in the box if he wants. Here's Ryo Ono looking for Stewie Edgar, who's going to have the header, and it's come across, and it's another goal for the Capalaba Bulldogs. It looks like it might have been the number 5 there, Liam O'Brien, who has tucked that ball away, and they are 3-1 up, the Capalaba Bulldogs.
Looks like he's gone to put that header in at the far post, a little bit wide, but as you say there, the Capalaba attacker coming through and really a tap in at the end there. Really great build-up play though.
The ball from Ono was terrific. That header from Stewie Edgar, he needed enough power in it to direct it back to his teammate on the back post, and he was able to do that, and he's had a terrific game tonight, Stewie Edgar, with the goal and the assist now, and here's Connor Booth streaming forward, and he's got Edgar on the right, picks him out, and he's managed to stay on side. Stewie Edgar plays it back to Sherwood, will have the shot, and Carroll uses his feet to clear that ball out. It is a corner though for the Bulldogs. They've really opened this first half in terrific fashion.
Very quick attack there. Capalaba's come out with a lot of intent. Obviously chasing that fourth goal now. They've really started the half strongly.
You can feel, Jake, how hungry they are to turn the tables on that result last weekend. That would have hurt them a little, and they'll be after some revenge. Cockell puts the ball in. Sherwood unable to get the header, but Here is Josh Sherwood this time. Plays it out to Robinson, who finds himself out wide there. And Sherwood will line this up, but that's wide of the goal for Capalaba.
Pressure eases on Rochedale, temporarily at least. Under a lot of pressure here in the early stages.
Similar to the first half, with not a moment to take your eyes off this game. It's end-to-end stuff again. But unlike the first half, it is Capalaba, who are pressing earlier on. Whereas the first half, or the first 5 minutes, Rochedale had all the possession and they were threatening the goal. Here's Bregan out wide, and the referee has given that one as a foul. This time, Reece Bregan unable to impact like he was able to do so last weekend with the 2 goals, but there's still time to do so. The Rochedale number 15. Throw in for the Rovers. Here's Fife. Bregan looking for the 1-2 with Todd Norris. Could he get another goal? Todd Norris in the box, still has the ball. Eventually goes down under challenge of Sherwood. And Bregan in late there, and the referee's given a free kick, so that gets the Bulldogs out of danger.
Looked like he took just one touch too many there. Beat the player once or twice and tried to do it a third time and got himself caught up. Did well to get into the position in the first place, though. And straight out from the keeper there for a throwing back to Rochedale.
Sargent gets there ahead of Cockell. Here's Fife, who might have the shot, and he does so, the left foot strike, but I was never going to worry Curtis Goodwin's goal. Yes, Reece Bregan, as I mentioned earlier, scored those 2 goals last weekend. He's actually scored 3 goals in 3 games. And he's scored 6 goals in 5 games in the under-20s FQPL. And that's what's got him the promotion to the first team squad, but unable to strut his stuff tonight, Reece Bregan. He's been well held out there on that right wing by the fullback who did just score, Liam O'Brien. So he's definitely won that battle so far tonight. But as I mentioned, still plenty more time. Referee gives a handball right down in front of us against Carboni. So looks like it will be Tobin who can deliver a ball in. Not a lot of movement forward for the Rovers captain. In the end, it's the header there from Cheshire. Bregan unable to get on the end of that, though. And O'Brien clears it up the field, but that's got too much pace on it for Sherwood, unable to bring that down. Fife had field on if he wanted him. He instead played it short ball to Tobin, the short safer ball, and Tobin will play it back to his number 1 in Tommy Carroll. Plays it out to MacArthur. Another one of these young Rochedale Rovers players, but he's turned that over to Ono, and Stewie Edgar looking to get ahead of Tobin, but Tobin's showed a great turn of foot there to get back just ahead of the Capalaba striker. Still a chance for the Bulldogs. Here's Cockell. Gone down on the edge of the box. Connor Booth, he might line this one up. And in the end, it looks like MacArthur was the one there to block that shot, but still Capalaba have the ball. Lambert plays it out wide to O'Brien. And eventually, Rochedale should be able to clear now. Through field. And heavy touch has caused that ball to go out. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs.
Capalaba with a really great attacking period here. They've got putting a lot of pressure up on Rochedale, pushing for that fourth goal, which would really, you'd think, start to push it in their favour to close the game out. As I said, though, earlier in the game, there was a game between these two same clubs last year that finished 4-4, including a 3-0 lead that the Bulldogs had early in the game and ended up giving that away. So never write Rochedale off, especially here at Underwood Park.
From what we saw in the first half, 4-4 would not be crazy to think that that could happen, but in this second half the Bulldogs have really come out with some intent and have pressed the Rovers on the ball, and you can see that they're desperate for these 3 points tonight to put some pressure on the Rovers and Logan Lightning, who are at the top of the ladder after that victory over the Wolves.
Finished 8-0 that game, Logan, with a big scoring win. Won't do their goal difference any harm.
Booth tracks this ball down. Connor Booth on the edge of the area, still going. Connor Booth plays it out to Cockell, who's put it just wide. He was looking for a second goal, Ryan Cockell, and that was not too far away. Tommy Carroll had almost given up on it.
And an update of all the other FQPL games that have now finished around the city. We've got Holland Park have lost 2-4 to Southside Eagles. Southside Eagles with an important win that might bring them off the bottom of the table. Logan Lightning 8-0 over Wynnum Wolves. Mitchelton 5-1 win over South United. And just finishing, the Sunny Coast Wanderers have beat Ipswich Knights 2-1.
And has been a substitute here for Rochedale. Benjamin Njai has come on for Omre Solelli, so looks like Bregan's potentially moved into a more central position, although he's going back out to that right wing position, and Njai will be that out and out striker in the middle, and he can definitely cause the Bulldogs some problems. Benjamin Njai with the 6 goals so far this season.
Makes him Rochedale's leading scorer so far this season.
It's all in Capalaba's half here. They're camped in their own half, but Rochedale just unable to find the right pass and almost were rushing it in the end, and Njai's come straight on the field and brought himself into the game with a unnecessary foul there on Christian Carboni, and the referee has given a free kick.
Just letting him know that he's there. Welcome to the game.
To be honest, the Rovers need a little bit of that at the moment. They need a bit of a spark from someone, and Njai was trying to be that person and just liven his team up a bit. They've come out of the sheds in this second half a little flat-footed, and Capalaba have made them pay. Great challenge there between Edgar and Tobin, and Edgar wins out, plays it out to Ono. Ono's on the edge of the box looking to get it onto that right foot. Booth plays it back out to the winger, and there's Ryan again, and he's scored a second. Liam O'Brien down from fullback, cannot believe it. It's a second goal for him. And the Capalaba Bulldogs are now 4-1 up here.
Brilliant build up there. But that run from O'Brien come from nowhere, didn't it?
absolutely out of nowhere, streaming forward from his left fullback position and scores his second of the night. Imagine if he could pick up a hat-trick from left fullback. That would be unbelievable stuff, considering he has not scored so far this season in the 9 games that he has played for the Bulldogs, and he scored 2 tonight.
It's exactly what the Capalaba coaching staff would have wanted. Very strong start to the second half and 3-goal lead. They'll look to probably sit on that a little bit. Let Rochedale have it in their own half and play a bit on the counter.
And no wonder they did the shining of the shoe or of the boot celebration. He's definitely got his shooting boots on tonight, Liam O'Brien. Here's Fife. What can he do for the Rovers? Has Cheshire streaming forward. He wanted it earlier, instead played it to Njai, the freshman on the scene. And that ball is too soft for Bregan, and that allows that man again, Liam O'Brien, to clear that ball away. Will be a Rovers throw in. I think that goal after half time has almost stunned the Rovers a little.
Often a very vocal crowd here at Underwood Park too. They're definitely a little bit quiet at the moment. Good crowd here in the stands though.
Free kick here for the Rovers. Fife will whip this one in. Looking to peg a goal back are the Rovers. Graham Fife delivers the ball in and it's cleared away by Robinson for the corner for the Rovers. Graham Fife will come across to swing this ball in.
Johnny McCain maybe the target right in the middle there. Sitting near the penalty spot.
Fife delivers it in. Headed away by Ono. Terrific header, considering he's one of the smaller players on the park. And here is Booth streaming forward. And Njai's done well there to get back and make the effort to track back the striker and put the challenge in there, and it will be a throw in here for the Bulldogs.
Putting in the defensive hard yards. Did you know that IFCA offers discount packages for up to 6 delegate passes? Clubs are encouraged to contact info@IFCA, that's ifcca.com.au, to secure a spot for their team or coaches.
Lambert looking for Ono out wide there, but Todd Norris intercepts that, but they've turned this ball over. Here's Ono streaming forward, got Sherwood ahead of him, plays it to him. Here's Josh Sherwood, left foot strike, and took a deflection off the Rochedale centre back there, Jason Tobin. And it will be a corner for Capalaba. Looks like Connor Booth might be going out to take this.
It's in danger of getting a little ugly for Rochedale here if they playing a little bit too risky, chasing the goals. They've got Njai up front still.
Can almost hear a pin drop here at Underwood Park, and as you mentioned earlier, Jake, it's unlike this venue to be like that, but I think even the crowd have been stunned by this scoreline. Here's Booth. He thought he might have hit it first time, but referee has spotted an infringement there. Handball against Connor Booth, and Fife plays it quickly for the Rovers, which they're going to have to do, but they've put themselves into trouble here. Sherwood looking for Booth. Connor Booth into the box, still going Booth. And eventually, looks like that was MacArthur that got the important
good defending. MacArthur
touch there.
A few turnovers from Rochedale in defence as they're trying to build their way out. Playing a little bit risky. Capalaba just sitting back. Tight in the midfield, not giving them any of those passes through the middle.
Here's Field on the ball. He's got Sargent ahead of him, and that'll be a free kick against Robinson, who remonstrates with the referee that Sargent actually had a piece of his shirt, but referee has given a free kick here to the Rovers, so Fife will come across again, and Tobin and McCain make their way into the box along with the other centre-back, Liam MacArthur. Cheshire on the right, or Fife on the left. Cheshire might even fancy this one to angle it in towards Curtis Goodwin's goal. It is Fife, though, who takes it. Made its way through to MacArthur. He's unable to bring that one down, and Capalaba heat off that chance. It will be a goal kick to them.
Just reached him a bit too quick there. I don't think he was expecting it to make it all the way through, and fortunately for him and his teammates, he couldn't quite bring it down. Capalaba will be slowing things down. Happy to see the clock tick away now, that 3-goal lead.
Another challenge between Tobin and Stewie Edgar. This time Tobin winning out, and here's Njai. Gets on the ball finally. He hasn't even had an opportunity, Ben Njai, since coming on. And he's been dispossessed here. McCain's in hard there on Stewie Edgar, and the referee's allowed that to continue. Fife to Cheshire, back to Njai. Still on the ball. Can Sargent do anything with this? No, he can't. Straight in the gloves of Curtis Goodwin. And it looks like Sherwood has gone down there under a challenge.
Sargent was stretching the whole time there. He just got the ball down and did well to get a shot away. Unfortunately, he didn't have the space there to put anywhere other than straight at the keeper.
Terrific play there from John McCain. In hard there on Stewie Edgar, and you fancy that's what a few more of the Rochedale players need to bring tonight to turn this result around. McCain just looking to single-handedly lift his side and spark them into action. They've had a little bit more of possession in the last 5 or so minutes, but that is understandable as Capalaba are defending a 4-1 lead.
The result stands as it is now. We'll have Capalaba staying in second place. They'll sit 1 point behind Logan. Logan obviously with a very strong goal difference after tonight's 8-0 win. Rovers, though, they won't be happy to hear, with Mitchelton and the Sunshine Coast Wanderers both getting wins, will drop 2 places down to 5th on the table, so outside that finals spot, top 4. All very close, though, from a 3rd place down to 5th, and even 6th, only separated by a number of points.
As Sherwood just gets back to his feet, the Capalaba centre-back, who, as I mentioned earlier, made that team of the season so far after the 9 rounds that Football Queensland put out this week. As we see a substitute here, and John McCain makes way for the number 2, Phil Davies. Not surprising to see McCain come off. He hasn't played a full game so far this season, and he's got through the best part of 70 minutes tonight, and he's put in a real shift.
Covered a lot of ground, dictating that midfield for the Rovers.
And this would be very worrying stuff for David Booth to see Jake Sherwood being helped off the ground here.
And Jake Sherwood, number 19, coming off.
He does look to be in a bit of discomfort out there now on the sideline, being carried off by two people, and he's been a crucial part of the Bulldogs season so far, and hopefully for their sake he is A-OK and can return to this lineup. Here's Lambert. And Jake Sherwood did make way there for the number 15, Liam Fisher, who has come straight back into that spot that Sherwood had covered. Edgar plays it to Lambert. Sherwood lost out to Norris, who appears to have come more centrally, has Todd Norris. Booth looking for the 1-2, and it's worked out with Stewie Edgar. Just not enough on that ball from Connor Booth. Allows Field to get in, and Tobin can clear for the Rovers. And there's Todd Norris, who I did mention a moment ago, and that almost sums up their night. That heavy touch from Greg Cheshire, unable to bring that under control, and there's been a lot of near moments like that for the Rovers. Here's Stewie Edgar, finds himself out wide. One-on-one with Field. Eventually he goes down, and Fife appears to have given away the free kick there, so this is another dangerous opportunity here for the Capalaba Bulldogs. I wonder if Connor Booth might fancy this. He's now walking away. He's had a terrific night. That would cap off an outstanding performance by the Capalaba number 8. He really has been everywhere tonight. Got that assist, of course, for the second goal to Stewie Edgar. Instead, it is Ryan Cockell who's going to take this. Looking for his second goal. It is Cockell. It's a terrific save from Tommy Carroll. Was it a good height for him, but nevertheless, it had plenty of power in it from Ryan Cockell, and it will be a corner to the Bulldogs.
Did well to get it up and over the wall and down. It would have snuck just under the post, I fancy.
Booth will go out to deliver this corner into the box, and Fisher, who's just come on, has made his way up there, and it might even break to him, and looks like MacArthur just got ahead of Fisher there. Norris versus Sherwood here. Norris still going, but he's run out of room there, has Todd Norris, and it will be a throw-in right on halfway to Christian Carboni for the Bulldogs.
Josh Sherwood doing the hard yards for his team there, tracking back and cutting down the Rochedale attack before it could get started.
He certainly has been a shining light tonight. That terrific goal, which I'm sure we'll see during the week. But here is Benjamin Njai for the moment, running at the Capalaba defence. What can Njai do? Eventually, there's too many numbers. They outnumber him, and Capalaba now can counter. Ono plays it out wide there to O'Brien, who's come forward again, and you've got to feel he's fancying a hat-trick tonight. The left fullback for Capalaba.
Can't blame him, can you? Full of confidence.
From that position, this would be one of his only opportunities to get a hat-trick, so you got to think he'll be up there in the last remaining minutes of this. Can Edgar get on the ball ahead of Carroll? Referee waves it away, and he claims for a penalty. It's Ono still has the ball. Carroll's done terrific there to just get a foot on that. He was wrong-footed, Tom Carroll. And it appears Stewie Edgar might be injured out there on the far side. It might be a shoulder that has just popped out of place or something. The bench.
They've called the referee over very quickly. He's got people around in there.
The bench ran out to him straight away, and he does appear to be in a spot of bother. And as we wait for Edgar to regain his position, did you know that coaches receive 60 continual professional development points for attending IFCAR next weekend? Enhance the knowledge of your coaches by booking them a place at IFCAR. Of course, next weekend on the Gold Coast, IFCAR has finally arrived. And Stewie Edgar has been replaced here by the number 12, Ryan O'Connor. And tell you what, the Capalaba coach, David Booth, he'd be thrilled with the 3 points that his side, you'd think he's going to get here tonight, but an injury to two injuries to two key players, Jake Sherwood, the centre-back, and Stewie Edgar, the leading goal scorer in the FQPL, does not appear to be in a comfortable way out there on the far sideline. I'm not 100% sure what he has done, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. It did look like a shoulder, though, from the way that he was remonstrating to the medical people on the bench for the Bulldogs. But it's given a chance for Ryan O'Connor to come on and do something here in these final 15 minutes of this fixture. Here's Fife looking for Njai, but his touch is too heavy, and that's comfortable for Robinson to clear. Njai unable to pick out Norris. Sargent's in there quickly on Ono, but referee has given a free kick to the Bulldogs. We might get a better picture of what Stewie Edgar has done as he's starting to head around to our side of the stadium here tonight. Njai able to bring this ball under control this time, and he's got Todd Norris streaming forward, one-on-one with Christian Carboni. What can Todd Norris do here? We saw it did in the first half, and eventually it's gone out for a Rochedale corner. And once again they'll send the tall timber up from centre back. Norris delivers it in, but it's a poor ball in the end. And O'Connor has turned that over to Fife. Still a chance for the Rovers to peg a goal back, and you never know, make things interesting in these last 10 or so minutes.
Time is certainly ticking away for them, though. They'll need something soon if they're to pull anything from this game. All the way back to the defenders there, and all the way back to Tommy Carroll, the keeper now. Willing to be patient. Well, you got to wonder how much longer they can do that for.
And it does appear to be a shoulder injury. Stewie Edgar definitely looks in a spot of discomfort as he makes his way into the dressing rooms. Another substitution here for the Bulldogs. It's number 13, Nathan Yoon, to replace the number 9, Josh Sherwood. Yoon, of course, who started the season with the Brisbane Strikers. Robinson just looking to control the ball. He's Cockell. He's also had a terrific game tonight, Ryan Cockell. O'Connor plays it to Yoon. The new men combine, and Yoon will play it back to O'Connor, but not quite on the same page there.
Just on his heels a little bit there. I don't know that he was quite expecting that. Entering the last 10 minutes now. Capalaba happy to slow it down, take their time when they're in possession. Time quickly running out for Rochedale.
Three Capalaba players there met Njai in the air, but he bounced straight back up. Did the Rovers number 9. Cockell in the middle of the park. And that'll be a foul on Lambert against Todd Norris.
Did very well there to hold it up, Norris. Got the foul, but managed to get the ball out of danger anyway.
Game might be, I say might, be done and dusted tonight, the result at least, but I'm sure the Rovers will be wanting to finish off this game well this last 10 minutes. Otherwise it could be tough going into next week's fixture for them. Here's Norris out wide. Got Field, who's able to get forward from fullback. Instead, he's looking for Njai at the back post, and he picks him out, but the header didn't have enough power or placement to worry Curtis Goodwin in goals there for Capalaba.
Did well to get ahead on it. Not the tallest lad is Njai, but used his muscle to get away from his defender. As you say, just not quite the power that he needed, and maybe a little bit of direction down towards the keeper. Could have gone for that far post.
Got a feeling we might be seeing a different lineup when the Bulldogs do play next round against Mitchelton at home, as the injuries to Sherwood and Stewie Edgar, unsure if they are serious injuries, but from what we've seen so far, they do appear that they could be spending some time on the sidelines, the two key players of this lineup.
Facebook comment here, Jared, from Shannon, who is showing her appreciation, loving the commentary, so keep it up.
Here's Yoon looking to get on that ball, but Rochedale and James Tobin win out. Norris has done well there. He's got a couple of players out wide. It looks like it might be Phil Davies. It is. Norris unable to get possession of that ball, and Cockell's turned the ball over to Booth, so just a little bit of sloppiness creeping into both teams tonight, which is understandable because it has been played at a very high intensity for much of this game. Just sort of started to drop off in the last 10 or so minutes as the result is probably being put to bed. Here's Yoon for the Bulldogs. Plays it to Cockell.
You'd have to say Capalaba have just played this game really well. It's been a tight game. I wouldn't say they've dominated other than the score sheet, you know, taking their chances. Both teams have created a number of chances.
Terrific ball from Ono. Picks out O'Connor, and he was looking for Yoon. Hit it first time. It wasn't a bad delivery, just unable to get past MacArthur there. Will be a free kick here to the Bulldogs.
Capalaba with slightly more possession this game. They're sitting at about 59% to Rochedale's 41%, but probably shading the attacking stats as well. Shots on target 8 to Rochedale's 5, so you have to say that scoreline probably indicates the same thing. But as I said, I think Rochedale have definitely controlled parts of the game, particularly in the early stages of that first half, but goals have changed the...
Robinson might line this one up. He does so. He didn't quite connect with it the way he would have wanted to. Norris has done brilliantly there. Turn Carboni. Still on the ball, Todd Norris. He's got Njai. He's got Davies streaming forward as well. Eventually plays it to him.
Capalaba defenders streaming back there right to the last minute. They're working hard.
Davies looking for Njai, and Robinson headers that away momentarily. Can Njai get on the end of this? He's unable to do so as that cross has gone out. It will be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Yes, as you mentioned, Jake, Bulldogs are still giving 100% here, not wanting to concede another goal, and I'm sure their coach David Booth would be over the moon with this effort that they are giving, even though they are 4-1 up with just under 5 minutes remaining. Goodwin clears it up to Yoon, and he's late there on Sargent, and they're having a bit of a coming together here, Nathan Yoon and Scott Sargent. He didn't like the challenge he received there, the Rochedale number 6. He was late, Nathan Yoon, but
didn't look to be a lot in it, to be honest. It was no intent there anyway. Clearly trying to get that ball just a half pace off.
I think Sargent's frustration is just showing from what has happened out on the field tonight here at Underwood Park. Here is Nathan Yoon. What can he do here? One-on-one with Tobin. Still Nathan Yoon, and eventually he's been brought down, and the Rochedale players seem to have a bit of a problem with Nathan Yoon at the minute. Coming off the bench, niggling a few of the players, and they don't like the attention they're receiving. It'll be a free kick to the Bulldogs, and this time Connor Booth has said, no, I think I'll take this. He puts the ball down as if he is going to line this one up. This right foot strike to try and curl it around the ball, but also Liam O'Brien on a hat-trick has come forward and said, no, I wouldn't mind a hat-trick tonight. Booth might give it, I think he will give it to Liam O'Brien. What can he do with this? This would be something for the Bulldogs. Here is O'Brien. It's a terrific save from Tommy Carroll, that diving save. Otherwise, it was 3 to Liam O'Brien. And it would have been 5 to the Bulldogs. Great save, Tom Carroll there.
Perfectly positioned for a left footer there too, wasn't it? See his eyes lit up.
Thought he might have gone over the wall to Carroll's left. Instead, he hit it low to Carroll's right. But Carroll was well and truly aware of that. Cheshire looking to chase this ball down. Booth gets there ahead of him and puts the ball out. And yes, he has had a terrific game. Work rate has been brilliant tonight from Connor Booth. Been thoroughly impressed with what he's been able to do.
Looks like a high foot there. Free kick to Capalaba in their own penalty area. Entering the last minute of normal time now. Capalaba looking just to see the game out.
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, Capalaba do have Mitchelton at home next week. And as for Rochedale, they have got Wolves away, so they'll be looking to definitely bounce back after this disappointing result at home in front of the home crowd who have braved the slightly cool conditions here tonight. Certainly not too unpleasant. MacArthur wins out ahead of Tobin. Here's Ryo Ono. Lambert has Carboni streaming forward, but Field gets there ahead of him. O'Connor on the ball. Still going, Ryan O'Connor, and he goes into the box and he goes down, and the referee has pointed straight to the spot. The challenge there from Jason Tobin meant that Ryan O'Connor has gone down and the referee has given the penalty, and you know what?
You can see who's going to step up for this, can't you?
I have a feeling Liam O'Brien is going to take this to potentially complete a hat-trick, and a very memorable night for him. It is O'Brien against Carroll. Great penalty by Liam O'Brien. It's 5 on the night for the Capalaba Bulldogs, and it is 3 to that man, Liam O'Brien. He's scored a hat-trick from fullback, and he has had a sensational game tonight. Man of the match performance from the number 5 for Capalaba.
Bulldogs 5, Rovers 1.
And we've ticked over into stoppage time now. It'll be a little bit for a couple of those injuries that earlier on in the second half, I think. Got Newen here away for Capalaba.
Yoon into the box. Had Cockell there. Here's Connor Booth. He also wouldn't mind getting on the score sheet and selfishly plays it to O'Connor. Here's Cockell. O'Connor starting to really get involved after coming on as a substitute. Enjai's tracked back. Terrific touch from Todd Norris to bring that ball down after it was bouncing around. Cannot be long left here, and the referee does blow his whistle for full time, and the Capalaba Bulldogs have turned the tables after that disappointing 3-2 loss last week, and they've won this one 5-1 over the Rochedale Rovers. Goals to Stewie Edgar, a hat-trick of course to Liam O'Brien, and a goal to Ryan Cockell. And for Rochedale, that terrific slalom run from Todd Norris. It has ended 5-1 here at Underwood Park, and it's been a terrific night, Jake.
It has. I think nobody will argue that Capalaba deserved the win tonight. 5-1, probably. I don't know. I think Rochedale will be disappointed and felt they deserved a little bit more out of the game, but you know, Capalaba took their chances and strong in defence, and we mentioned the midfield battle would be an important one in this game, and Capalaba just, they were strong in the middle there and really forced Rochedale out wide and kept them quiet for a lot of the night.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It is the Bulldogs who go out victors thanks to that 5-1 win over the Rovers, and good evening, everyone.